Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you are back watching Railroad Corporation once more, because Railroad Corporations and the watching thereof is what we do here. Last time around we built up an initial network. Well, you say that, it's a couple of routes. And the first of which is T1 here. I'm running at warp speed, let's slow down. T1 here is going to run from Santa Barbara with some logs to Montgomery, where it turns the logs into plinks. From Montgomery to Oxnard, where it turns the plinks into profits. And that's all working fairly well. Yeah, it is. That's good. In fact, it's working so well, I've got 2 trains on it. And then to wrap things up, we added one more route from Oxnard to Riverside, where we're transporting both passengers and mail in order to make yet more money. Because with that money, we shall surely prosper. I reckon we probably will prosper, to be honest. It's all going swimmingly, and nobody appears to be standing in my way at the current time. Anyway, this is by way of a quick demonstration of the new free play mode in Railroad Corporation. So stick around and we'll free play our mode a little more. Now then, we've $114,000 in the bank account at the moment, and I suspect we have now researched the John Bull, which is, well, that's marvellous. It means we can probably upgrade the kit that we've got going on. However, what is next? Fuel consumption reduced. Yeah, that's okay. But I think before we do that, let's up the tempo on everything here. So let's go for we'll go for max speed first. No, let's go for some more power, because frankly more power is always welcome. We've only got 10 scientists at the moment, but they'll rattle through that in the fullness of time. So yep, thank you, done with that. Now let's upgrade T3 here, if I can figure out how to do so. Right. How to do so. So if we go to our list of trains, we're looking at T3. I've got it pulled up here. Is there specs? No specs. All the specs. Speccos. Do I have to just rebuild the entire route? Because that would be a bit of a drag. Copy the train schedule for a newly purchased locomotive. All right, well, let's copy that and bang it on a John Bull. There you go, like that. And then we'll tell this one, T3, you there, go get scrapped. Seems wrong. It definitely seems wrong. But it don't. I mean, it does. I can't see an alternative button to make this happen. Maybe you're aware of one. As mentioned, I am going at this a little on the blind side, but so far it's all relatively intuitive. Obviously, once you remind yourself to press the apply button after issuing some instructions. We all make that mistake at least 17 times in our lives. Right, in you go. Ding ding, scrap. Wait. Yes. Right, okay, that's that done. Oh, T4, look at that. T4 coming in like an absolute bandit there. That's the new John Bull that's gone in to do the like Betty Boo. And let's follow along with the eyeball action here. Thank you. Well, we're starting to look a little bit more train-like now. It's a sleeping car for passengers. Evidently, this particular train is powered by waggling these handles as quickly as you can. The steam is just there for show. Anyway, we're going to out-drag the goods train here, or we flipping should do. Come on, man, this is latest tech versus some old-timey flipping kettle on the back of a shopping trolley. We should have no difficulty with that. Anyway, we've just set off. Where's T1? It was in there. We were doing the magic cups puzzle again. Right, so that's going quite nicely. Now, I have been pondering the purchase and indeed acquisition of the lumber mill here in Santa Barbs. Talk to me, Santa Barbs. Oh, where did I put it? Logging. Right. So for 40 grand, we can have that, and the upkeep is only 700 a month. Now, we're paying 1,000 per ton of logs. That should surely mean that logs will now be free, right? Right? Because I've just spent 40k on that, and I would expect to get something in exchange for the 40,000 plus 700 quid a month I'm paying for its upkeep. Now I can't rule it out. We got a lumber delivery contract possible. The City Hall in Suffolk is going to pay me 200 grand for 17 carriages of lumber in 1,000 days, which is 3 years. It's very, very... oh, crikey, look, even more. 222 grand. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll take these on. Yeah, City Hall in Suffolk, you say? Then they want lumber. Yeah, we'll take them. Fine, 17 cars. Well, that's just a bunch of trains as far as I'm concerned. Suffolk is right the way over there. Not inexpensive to get to. Next objective, identify what lumber looks like. Supplies. Lumber. Right. Okay, so now slow it down, because 1,000 days might sound like a lot, but I'm pretty certain it isn't. And if we're lucky, it's going to allow me to do this quickly, and therefore 17 cars will count against both. If we're unlucky, I'll have to deliver 34 cars. Hey, it is what it is there, Tiger. It'll all be good. Right, so what you need now is a link. So you're going logs, yeah, and then lumber, and then, I mean, you want to be able to cross over there, really. But if I recall correctly, it's not going to let me do that. Let's have a look. It is not going to let me do that. Okay, then. So what? Ah, wait. Hold on. We can do some kind of wiggler here. Yes. That is quite a slow wiggle you've got on there. Yeah, I know, but it's a wiggler nonetheless. Right, so we go over that way a bit. Like, I don't know, like that. 27's good. Right, yeah, confirm that. Yes, please. Confirm it. But there's a train on there. Don't really care. Thank you. And then we'll take a secondary wiggle off here, which will then bridge across the river. Yes. You're not thinking this through, really, are you? You are just brute forcing it up in the direction you want to go. Is there another way to fly? Because I'm not aware of it. All right, and then we keep on rocking for the free world up over here, and then some kind of tunnel type behavior there. Yeah, that's good. And then like so, 108,000. Well, that's just a smidge more than I've got in the bank at the moment. So we'll hang on until we've got both the cash and that there isn't a train in the way, and then we'll purchase that. Right, tempo up there, because I ain't got all day to do this. We've got some wooden pilings going in there. Oh, and then we need one more branch coming off there to merge into the station. And with all of that done, we should be semi-golden, I would assume. We can't make any real guarantees on that front, though. I mean, the other smart thing to do probably is to upgrade my existing lumber trains here. We are going to be sacrificing the lumber delivery that currently goes to Oxnard, but that's, that won't be the end of the world. We should still be able to make a fair shake of loose change once we do so. There is something going on with the scales of justice here in Santa Barb. I'm not entirely sure what that means, so I'm just ignoring it while keeping half an eye on the timer that is evidently running low. And, we'll report back when we've got some kind of concept as to what that means. Anybody want to make me some more bucks in the slightest would be great. I don't want to buy this new bit of track. There you go. That's it. Now. Right. Okay. Good. And it's ugly, but it is the right route, at least. So then, finally, we take another one off here onto there. Like so. confirm that noise, if you would be so kind. Right, okay, this should work, but I need to hustle and get moving. So let's get ourselves another train and get this show on the road. But purchase a locomotive, please. A John Bull is 23,000. I can afford it, but I don't want to just yet. Let's get some more cash in the bank, and then we'll do it. Now I've got a 50 grand overdraft. And you know me, I'm more than willing to spend such things, but I'm gonna hold off if I can. Right, here we go. New route. Add station, Santa Barb's. Load up with a pair of these. Get your repairs on while you're here, right? And then your next stop at another station is going to be Monty. All right, Monty. Although, saying that, is anything else? Is there anywhere en route that could maybe do this? Which I admit is a question I possibly should have asked before embarking on this particular quest. There isn't particularly anywhere else that could do this. So we're going to Monty's. We will unload, thank you, 2 of them. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and the other one. Might as well unload them both. And then we shall load up a pair of sawmilled items, which we shall then convey with great expertise and some level of precision out to our destination at another station, and that is Suffolk. Yep. And you just unload your lumber there. Oh, 1 each. Oh, really? We're going to put all wagons in one basket there? You bet we are. Okay, cool. Is there anything we can load and bring back? No, not particularly. Not unless Santa Barbara starts asking for stuff. So there you go. Get to work there, son. And we'll also copy that, because I've now got enough to do the same with a new one. Yeah, no, close you. Right, that's 5. We now want to do number 6. There you go. And that one. And you should be running pretty much almost immediately. And we'll do another one as well. There you close that. Because if nothing, this will break my network, which will cause me to have to figure out how to unbreak it again. Which might seem to you like a slightly odd system to be working on there, but I'm working on it anyway. How does one double track trains so they want to go down both sides of the track? Please. Dear sir, please would you inform me how to make this work? We do have a signal. So a signal's auto-placing maybe. Yeah, but they don't seem inclined to go down one side of the track or the other. They will always go down Route 1 rather than anything else. So I suppose, well, no, look, here you go. You're going to have to wait till that gets to the station. It looks like stations are the only compelling way to do any kind of a passing setup. Although I'm not giving up on the concept just yet. Did we get any money from that? No. Delivering special contracts gets you nothing. Okay, right, well, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. And here comes 17, look, so both of those clowns are going to have to wait for 17 to do its thing. I mean, I could create another signal block. Surely I can make signals. Or can I? What's going on in the labour exchange? You chaps will just... you're not going to do me anything useful. Anything useful. Yeah, you'll save me some money and what have you, but really? Really, is that what it's about? No, what we want is our own signal placement and the ability to route stuff. But I guess if it's just going to hold them in the station, then it's just going to hold them in the station. Right, we need to have a look and see how 6 is doing for maintenance. Oh, wait. Tell it to get some. Yeah, there you go. Apply. Thank you. All right, T5, same story. Get some maintenance, lads. There's an idea. And as for you, same story applies. Okay, close. Although part of me now says, don't you think that maybe having a second maintenance yard for these chaps to go to might work well, given that you can only fix one train at a time? Well, I mean, look, we've got one in the shed waiting, one being done, who's now getting some fuel. You're now being fixed, and then we've got one wait. Yeah, the queuing is not... Well, the queuing is anything but ideal at this stage. Although saying that, it should space out those services that are now heading out to work on the contract. Right, let's see how we're doing. Delivery, no, I want active contracts rather than available. Where am I? There we go, current objectives. We have delivered 3 of 17. And there's 2 years going. Oh, crumbs. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? Right, let's get on the research here, because I suspect we've finished the pulling power opportunity speed type deal. Let's now go for max speed, because if we can get these chaps moving a little bit more swiftly, then we might be able to, I don't know, come out smelling of roses, I would imagine. Now, the DeWitt Clinton is probably a good upgrade to make. Yeah, maybe. Oh, apparently we just finished that. Right, okay. Well, in that case, start loading it in. Let's go. Yeah, an extra 12 mass. Don't know what that is, but I'm going to take that one and then see if we can't stick an extra lumber carriage wagon on our dudes. Speaking of which, where are the other dudes? There are currently 4 locos stuffed into Montgomery. Do we have some kind of chicken-based operation with regards to who's actually going to leave first? If you're all waiting for 6 to come back again, I am going to be very disappointed. Well, here's a shocker for you. I'm very disappointed. This is not going to work. You're going to need a second bit of track here. The only issue is whether or not they decide to take it. All right, well, we'll try this. Yeah, we could make them come out on this side. All right, let's try this for starters. All right, confirm. Okay, start construction. Existing joints. No, this is literally just track construction. But what we want here is we now want some kind of prioritization methodology. You've got nothing down here that's any good, although you've got an eyeball for that bit, which is nice. Look, I'm okay to I'm happy enough to fluff one bit of track laying. To fluff one of these 2 contracts. But if I fluff them both, then we've got a few problems. I'm not joking. A couple of problems is what we're going to have. Reports. Yeah. You're doing all right, says the reports. Thanks, reports. Much appreciated. Start doing that. More pulling power, because then we can put more wagons on. Although, it has to be said, I wonder if everybody's stuck now. What's up? Upgrade this. What's the new facility? Can we have another platform? Coal warehouse, no. She said repair shop. Filling station, have we got one? Yeah, got one. Okay, repair shop. Right, got one. Why are you all stopped? Cargo is unloading. Cargo can't unload because that's full. Oh, right. Okay, all right, okay, yeah. Good. Well, at least I spotted that quickly. What are you going to do now? Honestly, don't know. Monty, yes. You're trying to load that. Tell it just to pack it in at the moment, would you? We'll sacrifice cash in order to get the heck out of here. Yeah, just do that, and then hopefully it'll go. Go. Get one of them out. We paused? No, we're not paused. Oh, things have gone bad. We've taken a turn for the crumbs. Get this out of my face for the moment. Yeah, scrap it. Yeah? You're not going to help yourself, though. T1. Yeah, nobody's helping themselves. Oh, poo. Okay, how are we... You're being refueled. You're not, though. You're being refueled. You're not either. Nothing is happening to any of you at the moment because you've all become perilously confused. I mean, remarkably so. There you go. If we tell you to get some repairs on there, but not here, that might help. Oh, hold on. You didn't press the apply button on the one you were tinkering with. Yeah, see, all of that gloating about being like the master of the apply button now. Right, okay, so who's actually loading? You're fueling. Is it 5? Is it the top of the list? You're unload. No? Are you the last in or the most recent? Kill that, kill this, apply. Right, you're getting some fuel. Okay. Go on in. And now you've been refueled. 6. What's your problem? Being refueled. Yeah. Being refueled. Yes. Also being refueled. Good. Cargo unloading. Don't tell me I've got to do this to all of them. Tell you what. How about if I do that? And then this. And then add another station. And that station's going to be Monty. And your job is purely... I need to think this through. Load, no, at Monty, yes, load plankton, right, and then go to Suffolk, get your repairs on here, okay. I want you to go to Suffolk right flaming now. Go. Yeah. Right, okay, that's what we'll do. So we'll stick 6 here. You don't go to Suffolk. I want you to go to Santa Barb's. And then don't bring anything back when you get to Monty. Now, this means running some trains a little on the empty side. Just do apply. Is that right? Yes. Okay. You should be good to go now there, Tiger. Skip. The skip button may rescue me. Okay, right. Well, let's try that. You skip. Okay, apparently so. Right, everybody skip what you're doing. Let's hope we can unfoil ourselves by the next time you turn up. Meanwhile, have we got any sign of love and or respect for the new single track line? Because if not... How do I tell people to take the alternate route there? Because if you're just going to zip up and down this line the entire time, then well, that's not going to work. But what we could do is if we look at the route. No, the route doesn't even highlight which track it feels like taking. Route. No route. Route. No route. Right, you're taking... Completely redundant. What are you carrying there? 1 load of logs. Okay. Well, whatever floats your boat. But what we're trying to do here is unpick things, and that might... Let's activate the... So I've made a pig's ear of this, haven't I? And I've dangled my financial well-being in the breeze in order to potentially benefit. But right now, it's like... That's a curious route you've chosen there. You appear to have 4 loads of lumber going on. And you still won't be able to unload because nobody's taken any of the sawmill stuff away. Where's the one that does take the sawmill stuff away? Probably heading to Suffolk at the moment, or back from. Right. Okay, so at Montgomery, you don't unload anything. You just load this lot. Let's add another 2 onto there. Yeah, for post haste. Apply that, and then when you unload, let's go with one of those. I don't think we're going to make it. All right, but it's an adventure though, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, it's certainly an adventure. Right, if he now loads up with 4 wagons worth of lumber, we might be able to get ourselves out of pokey. Are you now loading? No, you're waiting for free track. Please start loading. Alright, T6 is on its way for every reason that you could possibly imagine. Is that lumber? I got some logs. You're just carrying those logs around now for laughs. You crazy individual. Go that way. Go down this one. No? Double tracking is just something that happens to other people, clearly. Anyway, there you go. That's an exciting way to round things off for the day, isn't it? You could say exciting, but it's a bit chaotic is what it is. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. It's a bit chaotic is what it is. And what I have learned is that the smart move may be on doing point-to-point. So what's that? Hello. Okay. Well, ooh. Yes. What does this button do? I found a button. I'm not wholly certain what it does. Oh, except I've now told it to go to Santa Barbara a bunch of times. No, don't do that. No, it's fine. Okay. I've figured out what a button does. We've got some cash in the bank. We have enough to pay the fine that we're going to incur. Oh, what now? I've got 5 and it's really, really painful. Yeah, because you're still hauling these logs around. Yes. Okay, well, how about we don't pick some up next time, and then maybe we'll start to get rid of some. Okay. You're going to be quite a while, though, aren't you? Yes, I am. It's really rather difficult. There you go. That's my old train voice there. Yeah, I know. Right, let's bang some more power on. Let's get the scientists on it. I'll be back next time, and it's going to be an adventure. Let's watch old Wheezy here, making his wheezy way up the Wheezy coastline. Wheezy? Yes! Right, good. I think your impersonation is rather overblown. You don't care. You're too right, I don't. I've been Colonel Failure. Subscribe to catch out... to catch out the next episode. We've delivered five wagons of lumber out of 34, and we have less than a year remaining. Signs point to O as the likely outcome of this. I think we might be able to remain in business, but then I would think that. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. Yeah, adding a frisson of danger by taking contracts. Yeah, that's a smart move. Well done. Yeah, you're only going to lose a ton of money from that particular gig, you big clown. Yeah, everything appears to become a little bit wonky, unless you think in terms of one train to one station, or maybe one rail between each 2 station connections. So don't use any shared rail in order to keep things moving correctly. And I mean, this is testimony to my inexperience with the game, I think, in that the expectations of double track and signalling has perhaps left me high and dry there. We've still got a little bit of time left to complete these contracts, and I'm 100% certain that we're going to fail them dramatically, if not miserably. Anyway, one more to come in this short series on the free mode. And that'll be with you in when I get around to it. Okay.